another day, another example of ABBA and Preach being completely red pill. Like this, I mean, it's just hilarious to me. Basically, the way that I am starting to understand them is they think like a lot of dudes think that you calling it both ways is you not being red pill, right? And like I said, I refer to them as red pill light. I don't think they're as extreme as red pill dudes because they can admit at least like, oh, men do stuff too. Don't get, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing where I would say it kind of differentiates them between like a, you know, like a staunch red pillar. But what they say about women is completely misogynistic, and it's rooted in the patriarchy or patriarchal thoughts and patriarchal ideologies, right? And so when I came across this video, I was just laughing because I've been following ABBA and Preach for a long time. I don't even know how long, like probably for a long ass time. I probably have watched their like a full video of theirs like 4 or 5 times since I've been following them. And 2 of them have happened within these last 2 days. And these are like it can't be the odds. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like if I've been following them this whole time, it's just I haven't been paying attention. And then when I did start paying attention, because I just randomly caught that video yesterday, now I'm like, dude, this shit is so funny. After I made the video and I saw people responding and everybody was like, oh, I've been new and da-da-da-da, and I'm so glad you're calling. Like, I had no idea that people actually aren't clocking. These dudes are like very misogynistic. I think that's hilarious. But anyways, let's get into this video. I want you guys, I'm going to show you the first part of it, and then we're going to get into how they responded to this. Oh, wait.
She was a powerlifter as well. In great shape.
Sorry, no, hold on. I'm sorry.
My wife was in impeccable shape when I met her. She was a powerlifter as well. In great shape. So strong. She had kids. She was still in good shape. But I kind of let off the gas. I was just like, I'm just not. She'll come to exercising on her own. Until I realized I was like, no. I needed to be the one to say, hey, babe, like, it's okay for you to focus on you. I want you to do this, and I'm going to help you do this. It's not because I needed her to be more attractive, but it's also important for her to be healthy and to show our daughters what it's like for a woman to take care of herself and to be good with her food, which she is.
Yeah.
And to exercise and take care of her body, which she now does with our daughters present. It's beautiful.
The way you did that with your wife was with gentleness and love.
Yeah.
You didn't shame her. You didn't make her feel bad.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work.
No, it doesn't work. Let alone it being a dick thing to do. It's also
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But what I'll go as far as saying, and this might sound controversial, it's like if your wife is overweight, then that's part of the failed leadership on your part.
Wow. Now, I want you guys to understand. This is the man who posted it, Matt Frad. In the hashtags, it says red pill. This is straight red pill ideology. Y'all thought I was playing. It don't get no more blatant than that. This dude is red pill. Catholic, red pill, Christian, marriage. All red pill words. All these red pill, right? Oh, well, not marriage, but Catholic, red pill, Christian, definitely red pill, right? It says it right there in the hashtag, dude. Wow. Now let's hear what ABBA and Preach have to say, shall we? You guys think they're going to defend it, or you think they're going to call out the blatant hypocrisy, right? Well, real quick, let me give you. Now, I'll let them go first.
Hashtag Catholic. Right. Jesus, gotta love him. So, thoughts on what this guy's saying?
Everybody got their way of doing their things, I guess. I ain't got no thoughts, provoking thoughts about what he said. That's how we deal with it. Great. Actually, I gotta say to your wife that she's fat without saying that she's fat. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Isn't that a lot of things in relationships? It's not about what you say, but how you say it. Right.
Sure.
So is he essentially is what he's doing wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. Everybody wants to have conversation in their relationship until it's time to have a conversation. And then when it's about them, they're like, well, you can't. No, you want to have a conversation. You're asking me all the time, what you thinking? What you thinking? And then I can't say shit.
This is exactly what I say about men all the time. This is exactly what I be saying about men, how the things that men want to talk to women about are almost always superficial. They're almost always superficial. It's, oh, you're not giving me enough sex, or you're fat. or I want a threesome. Like it's always something like that, right? The shit that women are talking to men about is like, hey, I need for you to help me with the kids. I need for you to show up. I need for you to be present. I need for you to stop lying to me. I need for you to stop gaslighting me. I need for you to stop yelling at me. I need for you to stop financially abusing me. I need for you to stop neglecting us. I need for you to stop abandoning, like shit that'll kill you. Like if you're letting a person carry all of that weight, that'll actually kill them doing all of that extra labor, right? And they didn't get into this relationship thinking that you weren't going to show up for them at all or very, very, very little. So I've been saying this the whole time. This is why men don't, this is the false equivalency of men, right? We always make this false equivalence, that it's like, oh, well, now you don't want to talk when I want to talk about how fat you are. What you can tell me this, you can tell me that you want me to be a better father, but I can't tell you that you're fat. Oh, here we go. Like the gaslighting is crazy. That's crazy. This dude is like, come to find out he's 40-something years old. You're 40-something years old and married apparently, and you don't understand that this is completely taboo. This dude is trying, and ABBA is the tall guy, I guess. He said, Preach said, hashtag how to tell your wife that she's fat without telling her she's fat. Because that's all it is. He could clock that, but then he's like, I don't care. I mean, that's fair. How? What? Bro, you're fat, by the way. But anyways, neither here nor there. Telling your wife that she's fat, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I mean, bro, don't get me wrong. If she on some like my 600-pound life journey type shit, yeah, definitely you need to address that. That's the like, hey, your health, like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, no doubt about it, right? But bro, your wife being 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, quote unquote, after y'all done had kids and it's y'all 8, 9, 10 years into the relationship, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You better learn to appreciate that shit. You better learn to appreciate that shit. I ain't gonna even talk about it, but yeah, this is why men don't want to talk to women. This is a reason why men don't like having conversations with women, because we be so afraid to get clocked on our shit. And we're so afraid that they're going to we're going to have this type of conversation with the woman. We're so afraid that we're dumb as fuck, that we're too dumb to not say stupid shit like this, that we actually would say this. And then she's going to be mad. And then Preach's response is going to be, oh, well, you want to talk? I mean, I thought you said you wanted to talk. Now that I'm talking, now you're mad. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, sometimes it's about you. Sometimes I got to say some stuff about you. Sometimes you got to say some stuff about me.
Sir, I don't think women mind hearing about themselves. Generally, nobody wants to hear about themselves, but women have way less of a problem hearing things about themselves. It's you calling her fat. It's you talking about she needs to put her best foot forward for your daughters physics so they can learn how to eat better. Shut the fuck up. That dude, that dweeb, and who made the first video, that dude is a fucking gaslighter. He's a liar. That's not what it is. And they always try to do that, like, oh, it's about your health. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about that woman's health. You guys do realize that you can be fat and healthy. Those two things are synonymous. Fat and unhealthy are not synonymous. I'm sorry, are not they're not mutually exclusive. You can be fat and healthy. You can be skinny and unhealthy. You can be thin and unhealthy. Shit, I'm thin. I went to the doctor. They was like, hey, your cholesterol kind of high. I'm like, oh shit. If I tell somebody I'm pre-diabetic, I literally heard somebody in the store the other day. I heard two people in the store talking, two workers in the store. One of them said that she was pre-diabetic, and the ladies and the co-worker's response to that was, oh, what? But you're so skinny. Like, people think just because you are of a certain weight, you're either unhealthy or no. I'm perfect weight. I'm perfect weight for my height. For my height, I'm perfect weight. Perfect weight. I'm good. But my cholesterol is kind of high. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's what a relationship is. I don't think what he's doing is wrong. No.
Gotcha. All right.
So,
well, a lot of ladies were not happy with this
no,
conversation.
they're not gonna. I don't expect them to be happy because you're supposed to always love your life and love your wife and not say shit. But they want communication, right? They want communication. They're the first one to say, "Oh, communicate."
Whoa, chill.
No, I'm not.
No, you're gonna chill. Yeah, you are.
No,
You're chill.
I'm in Miami. I'm in Miami.
Because preaching this all. I got a second. Their life. Happy life, happy wife, blah blah blah. And now it's like the bitch want us to communicate. That's not what I said. They want us to communicate.
That's not what I said. I said that in the beginning as well. I said, "Yo, you guys want to conversate, but when it's time to conversate, sometimes it's gonna be about you."
Whoa. Can you chill with the pointing?
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want because I'm in my alley.
Listen,
they're gonna respect.
Do that with your wife. I'm married to you.
I don't do that to my wife. I do that to people that are not, and you're gonna suffer that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Get too close to my eyes with a finger.
Okay, when you're manhandling and pointing at
I got point.
Oh no!
I never do this. I never do that.
Communication. Sometimes you need to communicate. But no, of course you're not going to be. These people are not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy. I understand that.
Yeah.
These people are also not in that relationship. They're not. Is a woman complaining? No, she's not. Y'all want communication, but when.
How do you know the woman's not complaining? You haven't heard this woman speak. You just heard the man speak, and you're just assuming the woman's not complaining. Like, please, bro. You don't know what type of woman that is. Like who knows? You don't know anything about their relationship exactly. But I can glean from that conversation that man had. He isn't a fucking abuser. Like, that is crazy. That was very manipulative, the language he was using. Now, if she fell for that, that's on her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not like that, but I'm saying like that. Hey, that's their relationship. You're right. But that was very manipulative. Very, very, very manipulative. Very manipulative.
When it's time to communicate, sometimes the communication is going to be about you. Yo, you fart a lot. We need to do something about your diet. There's something off. Yeah. And when you fart, shit, if it smells like something is dying, like you ate something and it died in your intestines and now you're shitting it out. You're rotting from inside. We got to do something about that.
You are quietly saying that you only love your girl for how she presents herself and not who she is.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I said.
I disagree, and I wrote a comment.
Of course. Yes, you're entitled to you're and all these people, you're entitled to be offended. You're entitled to be offended. It doesn't make you right. Okay?
They are right.
Okay? You have the right. You're not right.
They are right. They're right, because everybody who heard what that dude said that is commenting and saying that dude's a fucking creep, they're right, because we see the manipulation tactics. We see the gaslighting. We see the narcissistic behavior. What is any different from what he said than any other man that talks about this? They all say the same fucking thing. Once again, do I got to go back to the red? It says it right there in the hashtag. It says it right there. It says red pill. That is the same fucking thing. That's the same thing that every red pill man says. He didn't say anything different, bro. So just so we're clear, before y'all start saying, "Oh, I ain't red pilled," and why the guy who made this video is a red pillar. The guy the man who made the guy who posted the video is a red pillar. The guy speaking is a red pillar. Openly, right? So when you try to be like, "Oh no, that's not what I mean. I didn't mean," no, that's exactly what it is. I don't want to fucking hear it. You do not get to play dumb on this one.
Okay, but all that to say, yeah, I can understand there's some people that's gonna rub them off the wrong way because they never had these conversations with people, and some of these people rather have these conversations with their girlfriends and with all their friends, with everybody but the people that's concerned. I understand that it's gonna be very jarring. Oh my God, it's talking about the body image and this and that and the third. But yeah, you can have these conversations.
You can't have it in that way. I'm sorry. I don't know how to tell y'all. You can't have it in that way. You can't. Like I said, it has to actually be like if my wife went to the doctor and she came home and they were like, "Yo, you're morbidly obese and you need to lose 50 pounds and you're sick because of it." And she told me that, and she just like, I would definitely be like, "Yo, come on now. Like, come on, we're gonna have to do something. We gotta make better food choices." I wouldn't even be on the lose the weight shit. I'd be like, we gotta make better food choices, right? Like, if you're eating a bunch of junk food, like, you can't be eating a bunch of junk food, right? But men do not get to have these conversations with women, just so we're clear. But for many reasons. But I'm going to name one major reason. Because that man said in the video that he made the time to, give his wife the ability to work out and do whatever she needed to do, right? Which means that prior to that, she didn't have the time. Which means he could have always given her the time and the opportunity to do so, but it wasn't important to him to do so until he wanted something from her, which was for her to change her body and get hot again or whatever the fuck, right? Until it benefited him, he didn't deem it necessary to give her the time to do that. And then he tried to pass it off. Oh, and I'm sorry, and I almost forgot about this part. The whole leadership talk, also extremely misogynistic. No, sir, you're not her leader. You're her equal. You're her partner. You're not her leader. You're her partner. It's not about failed leadership. You weren't a good partner. You aren't a good partner. That's what it was, and that's what it is. And men who get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more hours of leisure time a week versus a woman they're in a relationship with, we do not get to go to our women and be like, hey, hun, I'm going to do this great thing for you. I'm going to give you an hour a day to go work out, or 2 hours a day. I'm going to make sure you get 2 hours a day because you're getting a little fat. And I really want you to get back skinny again or back fit again, like how you used to be before we had babies. I know your body's gone through a bunch of changes and our babies are really young. And, I know your body doesn't even all the way heal up until 7 years after having a child, but I really need for you to whip it back in shape because I'm starting to go to the gym a lot and I'm starting to see all these hot, attractive women and I'm thinking about cheating on you. And before I do that, I just want to see if I can get that fire back that we once had. The fuck out of here.
You definitely have these conversations. I don't think he's doing anything wrong.
All right, well, let's read some of the reactions of people, and then we could kind of get a gauge for.
Sure.
The top comment reads, dudes, this is the reason chicks hate us, and I don't blame them. And I had to go back and watch the video when I read that. So I was just like,
what did he do?
He said, I had to find ways to be supportive of my wife so that she could find time and encourage herself to take care. I imagine that when he says so she can find time to take care of her body, that means that he's probably going to take on certain labor so that she has freer time and she doesn't feel like she can do that. Right?
What was wrong?
Which, after having kids, it can be sometimes very difficult. You become so ingratiated with being a parent, you forgot to be about yourself, right?
Yo.
Now, again, here's the truth about this conversation. There's ways you can engage in this and do it horribly, and there's ways you can engage this and do it really well.
It's almost impossible to do it horribly or really. It's almost impossible to do it really well. It's almost, as a married man, that I've gone through, my wife has gone through many physical changes since we've been together. Yeah, I wouldn't advise it. I don't think it's worth it either. I think you should just learn to love your wife and appreciate her for who she is. I think that's the easier thing. I think the men should be having the conversations with themselves and not with the women. Because there is a whole thing called dad bods, right? That is men growing into their dad bod, to their older man bods. Women embrace it. And not only do women embrace it, they find it attractive. Women are proof that attractiveness is 100%, like, it's not biological, it's psychological. It's 100% psychological, right? Because the most attractive body in this country on a man is not Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. It's not, what's his name? Thor, the guy that played Thor or whatever his name is, Chris Hemsworth. It's not Chris Hemsworth. It's not Michael B. Jordan in Creed. It's not. Tons of women like that. A bunch of women think that's hot. When that man walks in the room, a bunch of women are like, oh, he's hot, yada, yada, yada. Don't get me wrong. But the body type that most women are attracted to, the one that they are most comfortable with, and the body that they would most rather have, you know what I'm saying, is the dad bod. That's the bod that they like. Lil Pudge, not obese. Lil Pudge, right? Lil man boob, A cup, you know what I'm saying? B cup at most, right? little bit, little flab, you know, a little definition, but mostly flab. Like that's what they like. They like that shit, man. They like it. And the reason why they like it is what I've heard from women. Women say, because psychologically, when you think about it, right? It's a couple things for me. I think one part, I'm gonna say the part that I think women just appreciate getting older. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like women don't associate youth with beauty when it comes to men, or youth and attractiveness when it comes to men as much as men do with women, first and foremost. Secondly, this is what women have told me directly, that the buff guys always come off as self-centered. Like women are going, I mean, this dude's in the gym 3 hours a day. Do I want to be with a man that's this vain? Do I want to be with a man that's this dedicated to work? Like, I probably don't, right? And so they are unattracted to that. Whereas with men, the most attractive women be the ones that the men be like, you got to stay away from them. Women is crazy and they'll steal all your money. But still, men be falling over for those women, fainting for those women. Fainting for those women like a teenage Romanian person seeing Michael Jackson in the flesh for the first time in the 80s. Just, yeah, man.
100%.
If you are supporting your wife by taking off labor from her so that she has more free time to go to the gym, go to the spa, go do her nails, and go take care of her, how is that?
That's not what he did, though. Remember, that's not what he did. He carved out time for her, which means he should have always been doing this, but he carved out time so she can go to the gym. Preach is adding on extras right now to rationalize it, to justify it.
Not a bad thing. Or if you're constantly the person who does all the monetary labor while your mom is a stay-at-home mom and she doesn't have time to go do some of the physical labor to take care of her own body, you know, and then you're just like, well, get in better shape, but you don't find ways to remedy some of that time, then yeah, you could probably come across as an asshole. It really depends. What I'm trying to say is I could see it going either way, but it just fascinates me that people who have no idea how this relationship functions are like, you're a manipulator and a piece of shit. It's like, how do you know that?
Not from what
Clearly he's a piece of shit and a manipulator.
not from what I'm hearing.
No,
Not from what I'm hearing. The guy is saying that he's making time. Wait a minute. You need to tell me that what makes girls hate us is the fact that he's trying to take more time and take more chores on his hands for his girl to be able to train and take care of you.
Yes, though, just so she can get fit to benefit him. He wouldn't do it just to make her life easier. That's not what it's about. It's about trying to do something to benefit him as well.
I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I'm on stupid time. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Yeah. Like
you wanted to have kids, now you got kids. Well, if you want her to be able to, feel good about herself and train, you're gonna have to take some of she cannot handle the kids, handle the food, handle this, and then train at the same time. No, you're gonna have to be, listen, let me just take care.
What about her just having time just to not do nothing? Why does she have to be doing anything? I bet he don't give her no time just to do nothing, just to chill the fuck out, to get away from the kids. I bet he doesn't give her time to do that. If she stops going to the gym, he'll find a way to take away that privilege, that time.
Care of the kids, and we take care of that. Do a couple of chores.
Sorry, not privilege. He sees it as a privilege, but yeah, that's what I mean.
That's your support. It's not even chores. It's two motherfuckers in the house. Chores are supposed to be done. It's not chores. It's shit you're supposed to do.
He's quietly saying that he loved her body and not her.
No, that's not. Oh my God.
I mean, both matter. And I think he gave a great example of why it matters. It's not just about her being attractive. It's also more so about her setting a good example for their kids and talks about how you should be really focused on taking care of yourself.
What's a bigger lesson here would be the daughters seeing their father appreciate their mother no matter what. What do you think is the better lesson? Daughters learning that thinness and youth is attached to beauty and they should always be thin and pretty, or a father going, hey, I don't care. I just saw my daddy appreciate my mom all the time. And he always made sure my mom was, lived the easiest life she could. He always made sure. He always sacrificed. He went out of his way. He went above and beyond to make sure to ensure that my mother lived her best life. What is the greater lesson here?
You know, one thing that's funny too is here in the West, we are so about being
the West
non-offensive that even when your health is in jeopardy, even when you're not setting a good example for your children, right? You're criticized for even trying to change that.
Well, you know what?
But you know, you guys travel out here and people just tell you you're fat. You need to get your shit together. And your whole family will say it. And that's the other extreme of the conversation. Wherever we're here, nobody, not even your partner, can say something to you, right? God forbid anyone else in your extended family says anything. In other parts of the world, everybody has a saying and everybody holds you to account. And guess what? In those parts of the world, I'll say this right now,
they're super oppressive.
Don't have fat people like we got them right here. I'm not saying their way of doing things is perfect. I'm saying your way of doing things is definitely wrong. Where nobody can say anything, not even your partner can come to you in discretion and say, hey, how can we find ways so that you can really focus on your physical
Only the doctor.
fitness, because I know it's important to you. No, you piece of shit. You guys are mentally ill.
No, they just weren't raised right. And you don't have models. We don't have models of how is it to be raised, having conversations and stuff like that. We don't have these models. Well, some of y'all don't. When you live in a household that has these models where people conversate and have talks, sometimes very difficult talks, very difficult discussions. It is super difficult, but you have to have them. That's how you're able to grow. Fuck. I'm not saying that people are perfect or I'm perfect or anybody's perfect, but Jesus Christ, you can't even talk to a motherfucker. The person that's supposed to talk to you is your significant other. That's the other person that you spend most time with. They can't even talk to you about, oh, shit is broken. Are you good?
Me, I'm good.
Yeah. You feeling great?
Yeah, I think it's
how's your health?
Why are you discussing this publicly?
You good?
None of your fucking business.
Yeah, because I'm not his girlfriend. But if I was, maybe we would have this conversation. I don't care either.
I mean, you could ask your friends too, and I don't think it's that crazy. Provided they're coming from a place of understanding and not anything malicious, it's fine. She really wrote that. She wrote that. I did not add.
It's very important that you. No.
You don't talk publicly about your wife's weight and body, bro.
That's facts.
Oh,
he didn't.
Well, he didn't. I don't think he said.
He did.
She used to lift a lot.
He did. He did. And he just told the world that he gaslit his wife into getting her to get back into the gym, and he's proud of it. He's like, yeah, I did it.
After the kids, I kind of stopped. He didn't be like, yo, this bitch turned like a balloon. Yo, girl came in shaped like an hourglass, and after two kids, hey, she came in like a minion.
You guys are.
She came in like a strawberry. It's just all lower half and like the way people react to the most.
Came in like a strawberry is wild.
Do you see it? You see it though, right?
All top.
Okay.
It's because you guys are so triggered, you don't even understand what he said. It's not even about what he said. It's about how you feel. It's about how you feel.
This is a fascinating conversation. So some women disagreed in the comment section, even though they weren't.
These dudes they're triggering. The amount of gaslighting they're trying to do. Listen to this conversation. It's not what he said. It's how you feel. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? It's both. The fuck? What you said affected the way that I felt. Like, what do you mean?
Popular comments.
And by the way, I'm not triggered by either one of these conversations. I'm not triggered personally, but I can see why people would be triggered because I've never had a woman tell me anything about my body negatively. And but I easily can see how a man specifically in a relationship, a man that is being neglectful, going to his wife and being like, I'm gonna, it's on me. It's bad leadership that you're fat right now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that you have enough time to go work out. You're not a fucking hero. Like that's triggering because a lot of women have heard that type of shit. And then the thing that also annoys me though, this part is low-key triggering though. I hate when dudes or anybody like use their kids as like a way to manipulate their partner And that's what he did. Like, yeah, I mean, don't you want to get buff for them? What about the kids?
Sorry, this guy's just a nope. But moving on, next one. I don't understand the comment section. I don't want my man to motivate me to be healthy and fit. I love working out, but it's a habit that can be formed. It can be broken as well. And when it's broken, I'd want him to motivate me to get back in it, because everything is just better than you working out regularly. Your sleep, your mood, your overall energy levels, your focus, and your overall quality of life. And then this woman replies, do you hear the key words in what you're saying? You just said it's what you want. Your husband isn't coming over you and be like, babe, you need to exercise. I promise it's different when you want something and you tell your husband you want to support versus him putting an expectation on you.
But he's not putting an expectation. She had something that she was doing.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the wife is not complaining, man. You're in, people love. Anyways, that is the ramification of putting your business outside. People are going to be in your business not knowing what the fuck
and
is
you know
going
what
on.
I love about ladies too when they say this shit is like women will be very comfortable telling you about how you should dress.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tell love about how you should present yourself out.
Where are women telling men how they should dress? Tell me.
Outwardly going to the world, but God forbid you have a very cordial, respectful.
I've been with my wife for 18 years. I think last year was the first time my wife ever actually told me how I like. She said she didn't like the way that I dressed. Like, now I don't know if she meant like throughout the duration of our relationship, but she told me she didn't like the way that I dressed. I go through a lot of styles and shit like that. And at that time, I think I was wearing like a lot of jerseys. And she basically was like, yeah, I just don't like when you wear jerseys and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay. I still wear jerseys, but you know what I mean? Like I got, so pretty much if ever I'm going somewhere like with my wife, like for an example, for her, right? Let's say like, or it's a mute. I don't know. Just there's certain places like I wouldn't wear my jersey because I would want her to appreciate the way that I look in that, you know what I mean? Like at that time, you know? So I wouldn't put on my jerseys if she was like, you know, we were going out on a date or something like that, you know? Unless we were going to a game, which we wouldn't go on a date to a game because she don't give a fuck about sports. But yeah, 18 years and the first time my wife has ever fucking said something about my clothes outside of I love the way you look was fucking year 17. Like, come on, bro. Women don't be out here trying to tell us how to dress. Stop lying.
Conversation about like how can we meet each other's health goals and stuff.
I have a question.
Vas-y.
During the years,
Many years,
the years that we had this channel, how many comments about your hair from people you know jack fucking shit about have you received?
And listen, if I had enough fingers to count the times,
You'd look
I'd be just fingers. I'd be just fingers.
Dude, talking about online trolls or people who are talking shit online to a stranger, trying to compare that to a husband telling his wife that she's fat and he wants her to work out is top tier level gaslighting. Top tier.
There would be no ABBA. It'd be just fingers sprawling out this bitch like a fucking Silent Hill character.
The number of comments that I've received about my weight, my glasses, my fit, my wear, my mustache, my no mustache when I don't wear one, when I shave, my hair, everything.
How many times do women come out and say, oh, you know, I upgraded my man's wardrobe since he met me. He styles himself better. He does this better. He does that better. And nobody over here being like, oh, how manipulative and controlling she is.
No, but in your eyes,
yes.
In your eyes, clothes is fine.
Yes.
Okay? Hair is fine.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't stand this shit. I'm starting to get, this shit has never happened to me and I'm starting to get triggered. I couldn't imagine having gone through this shit and then listening to these types of dudes talk about this.
But my weight, that's off limit. And because I'm very insecure about that. Ever seen the man? Oh, it's about the more that's the cute that. You know,
I know. I think I know.
Yeah, whatever. It's just because it's just like a drunk uncle when it's just like a drunk uncle in Christmas. You know, it's funny until he touches you, right?
It's just interesting that there's this parallel where this topic is so off topic, even the most respectful manner, in between a husband and a wife who should be always holding each other accountable and having these kind of conversations. This is somehow unacceptable. Again, it's not acceptable to the duo in the relationship. It's unacceptable to everyone else who's not part of that dynamic. That's just fascinating to me. You listen, if I was letting myself go, I hope my girl says something. I hope my girl says something. The same way if I'm walking out and I got something between my, I hope my girl says something. Don't just let me walk out here looking goofy and all up.
Men don't know shit about women's anatomy. Women put on weight for many reasons, and thinking that it's just diet and exercise is wild. And that's another reason why women can't fucking stand when y'all try to talk shit to them, because women be putting on weight because their cortisol levels are high. Why are their cortisol levels high? Because they be stressed the fuck out. Why they stressed the fuck out? Because of your monkey ass. Because of men. That's why. Not just because of the kids. Most of the time it's because of the man. So imagine the problem coming to you and acting like they're the solution.
Understand shit happens. Maybe I lost my job. Maybe I'm depressed. Maybe I'm going through it.
Say something.
Work with me. Don't pretend it's not happening.
Oh, please.
Because I know it's happening.
Say something.
And you not saying nothing, not gonna help me either.
Say something. So who can say something?
What the
nobody?
The doctor.
What the fuck is point of through sickness and health if you're not gonna help me through the sickness? If you're not
being a little overweight is a sickness.
Not even gonna talk about it. Yo, what happened to communicate? I thought y'all wanted that. Ain't that what they say?
That's the first thing they say. That's the first thing they say. I want someone that is emotionally able to communicate, or someone that's emotionally available. But when you got that, it's like, I've seen this clip from, I don't remember what, but
why is the only time men want to communicate is to tell women that they're fat? The only time men want to be able to communicate is when they want to tell women that the women not sleeping with them enough. The only time they want to communicate is when they want to ask for something fucking outrageous. They want to be in an open relationship or some stupid shit. That's the only time a man want to fucking communicate. To get her to do something for him, to accept some problematic behavior of his. That's when the motherfucker want to communicate. He don't want to communicate on a daily. He doesn't want to listen to her talk about her day. He doesn't want to listen to her talk about the kids. He don't know nothing about his own babies, but he wants to be able to tell her, hey, you know, you're getting a little fat.
But it was like, yeah, okay, y'all want people that are emotionally mature and people that want to communicate. You don't even know what to do with them. Once you get that, you don't know what to do with that, because someone that's going to be emotionally mature is not going to be able to deal with your bullshit. It's going to tell you that. It's going to be able to tell you, hey.
Also, red pill rhetoric. The red pillars always say that stupid shit where they're like, oh, women can't deal with emotionally intelligent men. You don't really know what you want. You can't deal with an emotionally intelligent man. This is the emotionally intelligent man they're talking about, like these dudes. He thinks he's emotionally intelligent. He thinks the red pill guy that's openly fucking red pill, he thinks that dude is the emotionally intelligent guy. The guy that calls himself a leader in a relationship with another fully fucking grown adult person that's probably smarter than him.
Stepping off the line. You don't even know what the hell to do with that. Y'all want communication. You don't even know what to do with the communication when the communication happens. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know what to do with these letters. It's telling you to pay your taxes. Pay your taxes.
You think you're such a good person?
I'm not.
You think you're such a good person because you try to help your girl get healthy? You're a piece of shit. Yeah, you want her to live a long life? Fuck you. Fuck you.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Don't ever put your
The thing that will once again, the thing that will kill your woman faster is stress. The thing that will kill your woman faster than anything is stress, not her weighing 20 or 30 pounds over, being 20 or 30 pounds overweight. That's not the thing that's gonna kill your woman. We're expected to be you guys don't know shit about biology or health or anything like that. You go look up the numbers, dude. Being overweight at a certain age, perfectly acceptable. You're supposed to put on weight the older you get. That's just the fucking reality. That's not the thing that kills you. Stress will kill you. That and that man not giving that woman, his wife, time initially to live her life and to just take time away and to be, you know, to disconnect and to be by herself and be with her own thoughts and, you know, do whatever she needs to do to heal up and recharge. That is the thing that'll kill her. That's the thing that'll kill her faster. So yeah, just another example.